All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I don't know if you guys can hear me real well. Let me test my levels real quick. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. All right. I'm gonna give you guys a second to jump in here. Make sure everything sounds good. Okay, yeah. So this is actually a developing story I wanted to talk about. And I don't know what's going on here with my... Let's make sure. I want to make sure we're up and running. Probably up and running good. Let's see. All right. Yes, so we are up and running. Excellent. So I'm just going to jump right into it for you guys. This was something that was sent to me. I want you guys to... okay, good. Oh, voice sounds echoey. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see if I can fix my audio real quick. I want you guys to be able to hear me. Let's do this. I want to make sure the gain's probably not up too much. Let's see. Is that better? Is it still echoey? Let me know. Make sure this is too close. I'm just gonna keep talking. Let me know if it sounds too loud. Yeah. So anyway, somebody sent me this file. Let me make sure the audio sounds good on this one. Actually. Oops.
Stan, I'll tell you one thing. Do I
a little bit better?
John?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me know if the video sound is coming in clear for you guys, so you guys can hear this. Who's speaking right now? This is HeelMike. So let me know.
You a pedophile? Fuck no. Listen, bro. I don't even like the guy anymore.
So he's talking about Zherka right now. How does that sound? Does that sound okay? But yeah, so the whole story of Zherka, he's a real life PDF file and an RTARD. Apparently, Walter Weeks is trying to expose these guys in this conversation, in this Twitter space. Sounds good? Excellent. So we can push forward. So I'm going to rewind it from the beginning. I'm going to let it play through, and I'm going to stop at points that I have things to say about. So I'm going to let you guys, let's go ahead and play it right now.
Stan, I'll tell you one thing. Do I fucking hate John? Yes. Is he a pedophile? Fuck no. Listen, bro. I don't even like the guy anymore. Me and him, no, we don't like each other. You're bullshitting, Fresh. It was jokes. Listen, let me talk. I just listened to that whole shit for the past hour, anonymous. I could break down everything you just brought up. One, about this whole Abby thing, or she said, haha, I'm underage, blatantly in a sarcastic way. We met her at a bar strip at bars. They had fake IDs to get in. One, that DM from the father, complete fake. The girl in bed with me is Ryan, who's a 20-year-old woman. Also clickbait that people used and said it was the underage girl. And what kind of friend are you? You just admitted that you knew Abby was underage? Then why the fuck did you let her why would you not give anyone a heads up? And you can literally go on YouTube from a year and 2 months ago when Abby's a guest on your guys' show. And you guys are gassing her up like, oh, whoa, you're a virgin. Like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And that natty girl who was underage that everyone found out about that was at Doherty's house, that came from your podcast too. So all the underage girls that somehow everyone got caught up on all came from your podcast.
Okay, so a little context. Abby is a former F&F employee. I believe she was working with them when she was, I believe, like 15 or 16. Apparently she's of age now, but yeah, she's no longer working with Fresh and Fit. But she was, I guess, caught, at a bar with HeelMike and Zherka. And, of course, these guys are accused of being PDF files, hanging out with underage girls. And there's been plenty of video proof on their streams and their channel. And, they were doing a podcast together, and then they ended up getting banned off of wherever they were streaming at. I don't remember. It's been so been so long. I really don't like Zherka. I thought he was a very very coked out, very crazy individual. He was a flat earther and all this other crazy stuff. I never really found him interesting. I just thought he was very just crazy. And as far as HeelMike, I didn't really follow him too much, but from the footage that I did see, he was kind of okay with hanging out with underage girls. I mean, I guess he would get drunk, and there was plenty of footage of him just like not caring about checking these IDs of these girls. But we're gonna continue with the video.
So I don't get what's going on.
Mike, they use
And
fake
this,
IDs.
and this
Hold on,
fake
Junior, let him
narrative.
They
and
use
this
fake IDs,
narrative.
and Fresh knew
Junior,
that they
let
were
him
fake
finish,
IDs.
let him
He didn't
finish,
know they
Junior.
were minors, dude.
But let
Oh,
him
no.
finish.
No,
Oh,
let him finish. Go ahead.
Okay,
No,
so
let him
fake
finish. Go ahead.
IDs, so fake IDs
Finish,
is
finish,
cool with
finish.
him. So fake IDs is cool with him.
Finish.
But when we meet girls
Anybody
at a
can
bar,
tell a fucking fake ID from a real ID.
So
Junior,
hold on,
just
hold on,
let
hold
him
on.
finish.
you're not letting me
So,
finish.
so, Mike, you know all this, right? And you still brought him to your house? That's weird, bro. So you
They
brought
brought
a
him
nigga
to
go
my
to your
house.
house.
I had
So Fresh has now gone into expose mode. He's about to, I guess, expose them in the way that Fresh can only expose them, by saying a lot, by not saying anything at all. So let's listen to this.
After
no
knowing that she's
idea.
underage,
I had
and you
no idea.
hold on, you said
I
that.
had no idea. The way
hold
I
on, Mike.
found.
So
No,
you're
you're not
telling
letting
me
me finish.
you
You
brought
think
a
I'm-
underage girl to your house when you knew this?
No, I did
Realistically
not know
speaking,
this. No, I did not
you
know
said
this.
no.
No,
You
I
said
did
Abby
not.
was being sarcastic, right? So why would you not check and verify if she's overage or not before bringing her to your house?
Because you
And then
guys
putting
who
her
are
in bed with
trusted,
Zherka, bro, on the couch?
listen.
Isn't that kind of weird, bro?
Are you gonna let me talk? You're
I just
gaslighting me
did.
like I'm unintelligent.
I just
So
did.
that's what the big problem is. Here's the thing. No one said I knew she was underage. No one knew that. Not a clue. The reason I know she is, well, now the other girl that Zherka he was on a couch with, is because of after the situation. And I was talking about the natty girl. So no one knew. And you're going, oh, you got tricked by fake IDs. Yes, at a bar area. And guess what? The only reason we were like, dude, we've been working with women for 6 years, making wild jokes. Not a single allegation. I don't have a single allegation in 6 years of working with women. I know everyone's so used to, like, you're getting Michael Peters right now. I think a lot of people mix up Michael Peters and HeelMike. HeelMike is a complete fictitious fake character, an alcoholic retard that I play on character. And I've been doing it for 6 years, and everyone falls for it. So
It's funny. HeelMike has just admitted that HeelMike is an actual character, whereas Fresh has also said that that he plays dumb on purpose, that he's actually a lot wiser, and it's just a character he's playing. So it's funny how these two characters are grilling each other, and they're both caricatures of each other.
there's going to be no gaslighting me with you trying to, test my intelligence and trying to make me sound like some idiot. So that's not happening. One thing, you got tricked by fake IDs. You guys also had Natty on your podcast. You guys had Abby working for you a year ago. So I don't even know how old she was then.
Bro, you're guilty by
Why would we
association,
not?
bro.
Why would listen? I'm not here to defend Zherka. I think the shit were you saying he's a man child. I actually agree with that. Do I think what you're saying that he's a pedophile? And what I don't like what you said is I know what happened after that stream. You got no fucking clue. I kicked those bitches out of my fucking house, and we kicked them out
No,
immediately.
Mike. Here's where you fucked
Yes.
up.
Okay, so here's Fresh. He's about to reveal what he knows in the way that Fresh normally reveals how he knows things.
I don't mean the same thing, my friend. I mean, after that week, you don't know what happened. Actually, it's funny because you think I don't know what's going on. I know the full story. Actually, your people told me the full story. And you know what's funny, Mike? You're defending
Who's
this
my
guy.
people?
But hold on.
I'm not
hold on.
defending him.
No, you are.
I'm
But
saying he's not a pedophile.
I didn't even talk about you. Hold on,
He's
hold
a
on.
complete moron. He's not a pedophile.
I didn't even talk about you. I mean, I could. We can go down this path. But then again, I know your character, Mike, very well. It's the character you play. The problem is, bro, is that when you're so close to the action, you forget sometimes. You get drunk sometimes. You get sloppy. You get a little bit loose, and things happen. But you might forget. But guess who doesn't forget? Those girls don't forget. So when they talk about you behind the scenes, you don't even know. But guess what? Miami's very small, my friend. So you and Zherka, yeah, I understand it was a character, but the problem is off camera, people talk. That's all I'm gonna say right now, though.
Nothing happened off camera.
I won't go.
Oh, so okay, Fresh just did that whole soliloquy just to say that he's not going to actually say. I think his mic drop point was people speak off camera. That's all I'm going to say. He doesn't say anything else. He doesn't actually go forward with his point. I guess he's going to keep it all in his head, and we just have to figure it out. This is why I hate Fresh. He's just, well, I mean, I just hate the way he tells stories and the way that he tries to hold back but not fully give us the actual story that we're looking for. I hate the way he does this. He does this all the time.
Go into detail because right now
Nothing happened off camera.
publicly.
And
But
you
but
have
Mike,
this
I
bad
will say
habit.
this though,
You
Mike.
have the bad. You gossip like a woman. Like I'm in the. You're
Oh,
in
I gossip
this-
like a woman.
You are. You're,
What do you
you're
do?
In this, are you gonna let me finish or just let you finish?
Go ahead.
You're on a pod. You're on this little Twitter space. I don't even know how Twitter spaces work. In front of 3,000 people. Mr. So self-aware that HeelMike's a character, yet you publicly shame my name that I'm the one who brought Zherka down. I buried his career. I've known Zherka for 6 years. Me and
Didn't
him
you
were on the
steal from
first-
him, my
That's
nigga?
what
Stop
you
fucking
that's what
lying,
you
bro.
said though.
You keep saying that I am this big, evil, big bad wolf, but then when I join, you go, "Oh, I know HeelMike's a character."
No, HeelMike actually he
I
actually
never said anything bad about you. Actually.
Yeah, he didn't. He said Zherka said that about you.
Yeah, I never said. I said it. Zherka said it. So, but you know, it's funny, Mike. I think you don't know what's happening right now. So I'll give you that because maybe you can tune in kind of late. But regardless of the fact, though, Zherka is who he is. And listen, you actually made him worse. If anything, from your character, him following your lead, you made him worse, bro.
I made him worse. You have no idea the back end stuff I did. You
So
got
tell
no
them.
fucking
You
clue.
Tell them the
stole
truth,
from
then.
the
Tell them the
nigga,
truth.
bro.
No.
You talked
Tell them the
about it. You
truth.
stole from the
Tell them
nigga.
the truth about it. Because you don't want to say it, but tell them.
What truth?
Tell them how it really is between you and Zherka. Tell them.
The what?
This is another thing I hate that Fresh does. He has this information that Mike is trying to catch up to. He's like, tell him the truth, but he's like, what truth are you trying to get me to reveal? And it's always a mystery. He never just comes out and says it. Just say what's on your mind, Fresh.
The real.
Be real? What? I would literally manage and help him, and I would, bro. I was the one who was getting him on Fresh and Fit, like making sure he was on time. The guy's got no self-schedule. I know you're so used to Mr. Party HeelMike, but you have no idea the strings I can pull backstage, back end, and I was literally managing the fucking guy pretty much. So
I
don't
know.
say I was bad. Listen, if you're gonna let me talk, you just tell me to tell the truth. I'm saying me and John don't get along anymore. I'm gonna be self-aware of that. Me and him have his own beef, but this going this FBI raid, you're saying he's a certified guarantee. You're not even saying allegedly. You're calling him a guarantee pedophile. That's very dangerous words. He's never done anything like that. And
Well,
listen,
here's the issue.
I'm a
Mike.
man of
He said
respect and
himself.
principle where I can, even if I hated someone at the bottom of my guts, I can't have you be on this thing just
Well,
completely
here's the problem,
saying
Mike.
wild shit.
When you
'Cause
say
it's
that
not
for
true.
multiple videos back to back, and then you're kissing minors on camera, I mean, honestly, brother, I wouldn't have it any other way. Would you?
I know what I am, and I know what he is, and we're neither of that. I don't like the guy. I think I'm smarter than the guy. I think he's smarter than you. I think he's one of the smartest people ever, but he's a fucking dumb fuck at the same time.
Oh, wait
I
a
know
minute.
you do your back
He's
end stuff,
smarter
and you're
than
very good at
me,
it.
and you're smarter than him. But wait a minute. Who's the one? Oh shit! Wait. You know what? I shouldn't go there. Anyhow,
Why does Fresh do this? Why does he? It's like he has like, he could drop. I don't even think he has anything, because it's like he's always constantly like, oh, I don't want to make this person sound bad, but he says just enough to put it out there that, yeah, you are out with underage girls, you don't check IDs, you get drunk, and you do all this stuff, and there's plenty of video of you kissing her and all this stuff. He says all this stuff, and then he's like, and I can say more, but then he just like holds back. I hate that he does this.
I'm gonna just say this, Mike.
I just don't like how you say it's a joke, but
respectfully-
then you know it's a joke. Nothing's worse than people who say things as a joke, but they really mean it. That's just, it's womanish. I don't like it. That's really the only.
But personally,
I have a rule that like if I'm gonna talk shit to someone, it's gonna be to their face. And with Zherka not being here, why is he not here? Because if there's gonna be shit, slung on an open space, this isn't like Twitter
Well,
where there's
Elijah,
open
Elijah, to
dialogue.
be
But
fair,
Well, he's
Elijah.
finished. No,
Bro,
hold on,
invite
Wait,
him.
wait, wait, guys,
hold on,
guys.
hold on.
The I won't say it on camera excuse. Yeah, that's exactly it, man. He like, oh, it's like when he won't say what he does, behind, he's like, I do all this stuff behind the scenes, but I don't want to brag about it. It's like it's that same thing all over again. I just don't want to say it on camera because I don't want to put it out there. I'm like, God, dude, why did you even bring it up, man? Why? It's like we're back to square one because we don't actually know what you know because you haven't said anything. And the worst thing, I guess, is having Fresh on you, like, oh, I got some dirt on you. And he like creates all this, I guess, intrigue about the whole thing. And then he just never says it. It's just like, what was the point of that, bro?
Hold on.
Elijah,
Hold on. He's
Zherka
free to
did one
join.
himself
Hold on.
first.
Let's bring Zherka in here right now.
Yeah,
'Cause you know
he's
what?
free to come in, but Zherka did his own space before this.
Facts.
This,
But no,
yeah.
let's bring Zherka in here right now. Because we can do everything right now on air for everybody.
This is
Let's do it
so
right now.
ironic, man.
Let's
Yeah,
do it right now.
Zherka Rage,
I like
can you
that.
invite?
So that's the end of that one. I got to show you the follow-up. So the follow-up is here. And of course, I got to, shout out to my boys on Length or Girth. I haven't posted on here in a while, but I had to respond to this. But yeah, I believe, I want to say that, I don't know if this is the one where, let me see. Okay, so hold on, let me see, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, that one is there. Where is the one? Oh, this is it. Yeah, Myron had to stop Walter. This is the one.
You know what? I'm going to back down because Myron said back down. Myron just said chill. I'm going to relax. But nigga, I was mad earlier, bro.
Let's just
Can you guys hear
some
this?
stuff behind the scenes, man. Like, look, bro. Like I said before, we already got everyone cutting after guys like me, you, Sneako, Zherka, etc. Nick, you know what I mean? Calling us fucking far right assholes and all this other bullshit. It's like the last thing we need is infighting, man. And the thing is that the people like the content that we make when we're all together. So it's like, let's not burn bridges over like some little shit. I get it. He said some stuff got off his chest. You said some stuff got off your chest. Well, let me talk to him on the side. I get it. You got this space here. We're almost 20,000 people in here, man. I get it. But let me just talk to him on the side, bro, and let's try to diffuse this thing nice and peacefully, man. Like, Fresh, I just texted you on the side, bro. Please don't do that.
Okay.
And
He's already said too much. It's a little low. Yeah, I agree. It was actually low for me too. There's nothing I can do about that volume, unfortunately. But basically Byron coming in there and saying, "Hey, let's stop the infighting." He's always going to be like this guy. Like, hey, it's better when we are actually working together. And when you go off Fresh and start doing this, like exposing stuff, it doesn't look good for us. But so. Zherka, of course, answered back to this. I don't know if I can zoom in where you guys can see this, but yeah, here we go. So he basically says Fresh got a hooker pregnant and then told her to abort the child. Then he told us that the escort was just a gold digger and nobody believed believed the deviant. And it goes on to say, he's got a bunch of dirt on him, and then Fresh updates. That's like the joke account for Fresh. He did a little ratio thing. He's always caping for him. But so this is the actual thing that Zherka released, and it was a little concerning. It's only about a minute, but I'll let you guys listen to it. I think the volume on this one is good.
I've already dropped $2,000. Tonight we end that fucking traitor.
It says can't hear. Can you hear this one? Can you hear this clip at all? I want to make sure that you can hear it. I'll rewind it. Can't hear. Can you here? I'll play a little bit of it. Just let me know if it comes in at all.
I've already dropped $2,000. Tonight we end that fucking traitor.
Can you guys hear that? Just confirm in the chat. Zherka's like playing the tough guy, acting like we didn't see the whole HS Tiki-Taki fight in the streets, It's been enough time has passed. He's hoping we all forgot. Something about $2,000, dropping $2,000, whatever, I guess, finding somebody that really needs the money. Let's okay, you can hear? Perfect. All right, so let's continue. This is going to be the last segment. Audio's a bit better. Yeah, I agree.
I've already dropped $2,000. Tonight we end that fucking traitor. We end this cockroach for good. We force him to get fired. That's what, because Myron's too nice to this guy. This guy's a fucking snake. Everyone's just too polite to say it. And that was my biggest flaw. I should have said it the first time I met him. I'm like, bro, you're talentless. You know, you need to go back to cleaning toilets.
Talentless. Go back to cleaning toilets. That's a good one. I mean, we all knew that Walter worked at Wix. He was also Chick-fil-A for a while. Cleaning toilets, that's probably something he'll do if F&F go down. I mean, what other skills does he have?
You're itchy, just like the fucking losers that you pretend to flex on. Yo, I got such a great life. Dude, Myron has a great life. Your life is hookers, and you call them escorts. And then when you get caught, you call them gold diggers, but they're hookers. And his career. Mark it on the calendar. Tonight we end this fucking cockroach.
Now, I've never ever taken John Zherka seriously, and I don't know how convinced I am with this. I understand he's angry. We know that Myron is going to try to intercept this before it gets out of hand. But what I will say is that I don't really see Zherka coming anywhere close to doing anything. I think he's just all talk, all bark, and no bite. We've seen him fight. He probably could beat up Fresh, but we all know from what Myron has already said is that Fresh is not a fighter. You know, he's not a fighter at all. But we know that Myron would defend Fresh to the death. I mean, they go down they go down to the ship together. I was trying to think if there was anything else I saw besides the.
I'll put them on camera.
This was the 3-minute one. Yeah, this is the last thing the last thing that was sent to me that I want to show you guys.
It works with our employees and how things happen behind the scenes. So Chris is the one hiring and firing people.
Did Myron purposely get a co-host beneath him so that he would look better? Fresh adds nothing to. Okay, yes, absolutely. Myron needs a yes man. He needs a person that's not going to challenge him. He needs a person that, is just going to sit there, agree with what he says, and maybe say a couple dumb things to make him look smarter. That's all Fresh does. And Fresh, he knows his role on the B mic, that he has to be just the comic relief, even though he's not funny. The person that, diffuses the whole stress in the room when all he does is just cringe everybody out. That's what CEO stands for. Cringe everybody out. But let's continue.
Behind the scenes. Me and Myron, don't touch that. That's all on Chris. But I'll step in every now and then when I see funny shit happening. So I'm very quiet. I don't say much because I'm watching people, study them, I look at their mannerisms, I look at their motives, and I create an actual thesis on that individual. People always.
What? Yeah. So Fresh is over here building files on people. That's why he's so quiet on the podcast, because he's just observing. He's taking mental notes, and he's just keeping it all up here so he can unleash it later. But he networks. Oh man, that's the thing, man. Like he's got so much going on, but at the same time, like, he has to make sure that he doesn't burn any bridges. He doesn't upset anybody by calling anybody's name out. But what is he doing right now? It looks like he doesn't have any allegiance to Zherka. He doesn't have any allegiance to, HeelMike, he doesn't mind like coming at them because I guess he feel like he has nothing to lose with those guys. But Myron's going to tell him to sit down, and yeah, we're going to handle this offline because this infighting looks very, very feminine. You know, it's not very masculine. It's not very stoic. So we're actually acting like a bunch of little schoolgirls right now.
So fresh or dumb. All right, nigga. I'll be dumb on camera. All right.
We got to listen to that again. That was good. Hold on. Fresh isn't an observer. He's quiet because he doesn't know what to say. Yeah, I mean, he can't add anything of substance to the conversation. You've never experienced a mic drop moment when Fresh is dropping anything. There is a clip I'm going to show you after this. This is going to be the last thing I'll show you, and that'll be it. But it's a clip of someone saying that he doesn't do shit, and it's really good. But let's listen to him stutter real quick because that was genuinely funny.
Thesis on that individual. People might say fresh or dumb. All right, nigga. I'll be dumb on camera. In real life.
Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good.
Anyway, so as I continue here, I noticed with Abby that she's a cool girl, but she actually is driven by another motive. Not by the show per se, but she has a handler. And I know this because literally, guys, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I know a lot of people in Miami. A lot.
Here we go. He's about to just lay out how he's qualified to know everything about everyone. Let's listen to what Fresh has to say.
Not to brag or anything, but
he never wants to brag. Okay, he's a humble servant. Okay,
they tell me stuff, and when I verify stuff, what they told me, and I know it's true, I say, you know what? I'll keep that info for a later date, because I'm stacking information to make a sound choice at the end of the day. I don't just randomly say, oh yeah, XYZ don't like this person, because nah, it's a buildup of facts and data that I've gathered to make a choice. So I've seen Abby literally in studio, working hard, helping the girls. But I remember there was a time when she bought a girl that was underage. IC caught it, got her auditor, right? I'm glad she did. Now, back then I said, listen, Abby, this can't happen again. That's some bullshit. We don't want underage girls here, especially drinking. That's fucked up. We don't want none of that shit going on. This is a business. We're not doing no rinky-dink run of the show, middle of the show here, right? So that happened. And then another occasion, there's another incident I won't say.
I don't even care anymore. It's like whenever he tells any type of story, it's like, why bring anything up if you're not going to say anything? It's like, just lay it all out, man.
I spoke to her again. I said, listen. And I spoke to Icy. Icy, this can't be happening, bro. Icy understood. She dealt with it accordingly and told her what's up. So when this happened with Zherka, we had no idea that Zherka hired her or HeelMike hired her to help them with girls. We had no idea until after the fact.
What's networking? Going to the club, running into people more famous than you, and ask them to come on your podcast. I mean, you've seen the guests that he's brought on and the quality of guests that Fresh brings on. He is responsible for Asian Doll, who was 2 hours late, ended up leaving. And also with Antonio Brown. He was another athlete that didn't want to stay because he didn't agree with Myron's points. Waka Flocka, another musician, rapper that was so blue-pilled he couldn't stay for the rest of the stream because he was like, this is like, I don't agree with this, man. And there's been others, but Fresh he thinks he has connections, and we saw him, I think, when he was in, I think it was Las Vegas. There was a guy, I don't remember his name, but he humped that guy's leg like a dog, and he just jumped up and down. You saw a chain. You guys probably can search this, but yeah, Sneako was there, and he's like, "What the hell, dude? You see a chain on a guy? You just, like, what the hell is this?" You know, yeah, he was just jumping up and humping his leg and everything. He's like, "Oh, we got to get you on the podcast." And I was like, "This is a network, ladies and gentlemen. This is how he networks. He just kisses ass, dude." As you said in your classic call on the show, you can replace Fresh with a trash can. Well, when I said that, I was going for the most practical, least expensive option. If you want, I was thinking that you could definitely do a mannequin. You could spray paint it black, put some shades on it, however you want to do it. But I was just going for the cheapest option, and carpenter bags are so cheap. It wouldn't be, it would give off the same effect, and all you need is those 4 buttons, man. But yeah, let's finish this out so I can show you guys the last clip.
So when they say, "Oh, was that your coworker?" Brother, she was so far removed from us and what they did for Zherka and HeelMike.
Bro, it's not the fucking point. That broad came from your fucking platform. You understand that?
Who are you,
Your
bro?
broad came.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I didn't think, guys, like that Abby saga that Zherka went through and HeelMike, that fucking sucks, 100%. But we had no idea that she was helping Zherka bring girls for this stuff. At least I didn't know.
Hey, brother, it doesn't matter what you think what she was doing. She came from your.
Get like out here, bro. But at the end of the day, man, it's
You're a fucking faggot. You
Gray, shut the
You're
fuck
a fucking
up, bro. You came into his motherfucking space, and you're acting like a bitch, bro.
So
Shut up.
I just think, you know what? If that's the question, did I answer it correctly, or did you want more info?
No problem. But I will give you my.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that was. That was definitely a controlled conversation by Fresh, and not letting the guy talk. That was messed up. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go to my profile real quick, because I will be able to find this a lot quicker. Give me 1 second. Paying for box. Yeah, let me find that one. Oh, I think I should let you guys know that Walter is always asking for a friend when it comes to paying for box. This is one of the videos that I wanted to show you guys.
300 OTF.
Dollars?
No. Yeah, you can cash out me.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me rewind it. So, just to give you guys some, you probably saw this or you probably haven't seen this, but Fresh, he's asking for the chat. There's somebody in the chat that would like to know how much she would cost for an evening. So that's how he phrased it.
10.
Wait, 1,000?
300.
Uh-oh. Buffering. Why is it buffering?
10.
There we go.
Wait, 1,000?
300.
Oh, what's going on?
Hold on.
What's your cash app?
Let's say, right?
Somebody asked for my cash app, I think.
Yeah.
Here it comes. He's going to say, let's say, right?
Probably did. Let's say someone wants to talk to you right now. How much would they charge for like one night?
For like a cash app? Oh, for like what? To hang out?
Yeah, hang out.
To like hang out? I don't know.
No, because he wants to know.
Who wants to know?
$100? He wants to sing cash app right now. How much?
Who's gonna send me cash app?
One of the guys in the chat.
Well,
How
they can
much?
send it.
One of the guys in the chat, Fresh is being, he's being a good buddy, a good wingman. He's asking for a friend.
To me, they can send it to me.
No.
They
But
gotta send it to me.
they don't know how much. They want to know how much. Come on, man.
Send me like
100.
like $100,000.
No. I mean,
Well,
bro,
they
She
can
wants a
message me.
snake skin
if he
Birkin,
wants to see you
a
right now
crocodile
after the show, how much you
Well,
gotta
he
pay?
can send me after the
If he wants to see you after the show, how obvious could you be, Fresh? This is pretty bad.
show. I'm busy.
All right, whenever you're free, how much you
I
gotta
don't
pay?
know. Salute.
Come on,
Bro,
man.
he wants to know.
I don't know who wants to know. 'Cause that's not you asking.
Yeah, but he's serious though. He wants to know.
Well, if he's serious, he can cash at me whatever
No,
and
but-
show me he's serious, and then
So
I can reply.
$2?
No, like $100, and then I'll reply to your text.
Okay, then after that, how much?
Then after that, I don't know, because I don't know what
Man,
you're
you
gonna
can't,
say.
man. What about? What the
I'm
fuck?
not.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw that, but look at Myron. He's just like, that was pathetic, my friend.
What the?
He's like, what the hell? Oh, never ask a liberal what is a woman. A feminist, what is one? Wait, what's one privilege men have that women don't? And a fresh glazer, what does fresh contribute to the show? You won't get an answer. No, you'll never get an answer. But what you will get is someone saying that Fresh contributes a lot. He does a lot for the show, and the show would not function without him. And I always try to get someone to really like articulate themselves and really peel back a layer and really dive in and give me exact examples of what you're talking about, because otherwise you're just glazing. You're not like saying nothing, not saying anything. I'm gonna look for this clip real quick for you guys, because this was it's on asking for a friend. I had to put that one there. Saint the Sinner. I definitely got to cover Satan the Sinner on here because it's it's pretty funny. But I do want to get the last one. Where is it? Oh, this is it. This is it. You guys have probably seen this, but let's
I do behind the scenes because it's none of your business. First of all,
this is the infamous this is the infamous, I guess you could say this is the Rumble rant that came in, and I'll read it for you. It says, Fresh, why are you such a blank? We have to be the change we want to see in the world. You always talk about attacking from within, but you aren't doing shit. You took generations of blank brainwashing to get as bad as it is right now. So it will take generations of speaking truth to undo the blank propaganda. Stop being such a coward and shaming people for what you are too pussy to do. And I believe this was in reference to Sneako saying, hey, if you want to speak truth on your platform, you have to understand that there are risks. And Fresh had the stance that no, like if it puts your platform at risk, what's the point of doing that? You lose money, you lose opportunities and stuff. And Sneako was like, yeah, I don't care about any of that. I care about getting the truth out, which was a noble position, but he also added to that not everybody has to hold that position. Not everybody has to be so noble. Not everybody has to be a martyr, is what he said. The white shirt made him look stupid. Hey, man, I was able to see him. Moving on.
I don't talk about what I do behind the scenes because it's none of your business, first off. Secondly, what I do for the show is to make it run smoothly and have a show, period. So when you say I don't know shit, nigga, shut the fuck up. You don't know what I do.
Ooh, are we a little angry? Did we touch a nerve here? This is actually post call, so like I've already embedded in the brain about you being useless and only needing 4 buttons to replace you. So yeah, I mean, he's a changed man after this. He's like, look, I'm gonna be more useful to the show. I'm gonna contribute more. I'm gonna be more based, and I'm gonna be funny. But yeah, let's see how that plays out.
God, yo, this one, like what I do doesn't have to be said.
So then why are you even saying it?
No, because I'm hold on.
So but stop, do the stuff behind the scenes.
Wait.
Look at Myron. He's getting ready to, he's like, we've been over this so many times. It's like an uphill battle that just will never end. People were saying this before me, and people were saying this after me. Fresh, you're fucking useless, man. Like, grab a broom, sweep up. If you want to park guest cars and stuff like that, do something of use, man, because you're just sitting there. I mean, I said that Sneako would be a better guest host. You wouldn't be able to be on YouTube because of the whole thing, and it'd have to be on Rumble. But this is just like, there's a lot more back and forth. I mean, you got Andrew Wilson, Candace Owens, Sneako. You can name anybody that has like a little bit more charisma than Fresh. Yeah, Myron will never get rid of Fresh though. He's loyal to a fault. But Myron doesn't believe in loyal to a fault. But you know, what are you gonna do, man? I mean, the ship is not gonna be sailing much longer, man. I can't see this show lasting past 2025. I hate like having to say that because you know I really have no dog in this fight. I don't care whether this show is on or not because I don't even watch this show anymore, but people still send me stuff because they know that I will have something to say about it. So, but yeah, this was let's finish watching this one.
When you say I don't do shit, right? That's the problem. I'm doing shit. Which is why I'm still here.
Hell, even Nick Fuentes could make a better co-host. Well, hey, stay tuned if you guys would like to have more Nick. I believe it's October 27th, either 26th or 27th. I believe that is when the Controlled Chaos podcast with Myron Gaines, Sneako, Nick Fuentes, and Elijah are supposed to be dropping. So we'll see if that still happens or not. We'll see.
Like, for example, imagine someone told you, "Oh, your content is trash." How would you feel?
I didn't say your content is trash. I said you could be replaced with a trash bag. Oh, God. See, goes in one ear, he interprets it another way. Come on, Fresh. I said it pretty clearly, man. I know you guys have seen the video. The video is clear. It's so close to 1 million views. It's you gotta really listen to this stuff, man. If he's up here taking notes on people, at least take notes on yourself when people are critiquing you. Jeez.
I don't care.
No, when you put work into it, spend hours on it, how would you feel?
What work do you put in for hours, though? Like, it's Myron talking for hours. All he does is like, okay, last thoughts on the show. You know, it's like, club's still open for another couple hours, man. I need to go network. Come on. Can we go?
I don't care. If I know it's dope, it's dope.
No, but it's dope to you, right?
Mm. If it's dope to me, then it's dope.
But that's what I'm saying. To me, what I do is dope. But he said I don't do shit. So I'm saying that
okay, my point is then don't always talk about it like, I do stuff behind the scenes. If you don't want to talk about it, then don't say that publicly all the time. Just
Thank you, Sneako. You're a voice of a generation. From one Blasian to another, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Do it.
No. Because I have to, because people think I don't do shit.
But they're going to keep believing that if you keep talking about stuff and not saying what it is.
Well, I'm not saying it.
Why? Ask yourself, why do you not want to say it? Is there just like this air of mystery that you must have around you? Like that I don't want people to figure me out. And it's like, well, you know, it's quite obvious, man. You know, you have nothing to brag about, so you got nothing to say. Like, it's so complicated to put into words what I do. Like, if you would just say, my father was rich, he gave me a lot of money, that's how I got all this money, and you know, that's how I was able to fund this podcast. You sat there like a bump on a log as a legendary. That's what he does, man. You just sit there like a bump on a log, man. It's like, dude, it's crazy because we have to, as an audience, lose brain cells over this guy. Like it baffles the mind. People are just like, oh yeah, I mean, look, like, yeah, he's an idiot, but look how successful he is and stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm not hating, man. The fact that Hawk Tua has her own podcast and she's already made $1 million, whatever, it just shows that anybody, it really doesn't matter, man. You don't have to be a scholar, you don't have to be hardworking, you know, it could be dumb luck, man. And I want to say that I was gonna say Fresh is probably one of the luckiest guys, but I think that luck has run out because, you know, unfortunately Myron has too much of an ego to walk back anything that he's done. He's just standing 10 toes down. That this is what we stand for. We're gonna ride this till the wheels come off. And I honestly think I don't know if I said this publicly before, but I do believe that Myron wants to be canceled just like Andrew Tate. I think Andrew Tate is like his messiah, and he's like, I want to go out just like him. Just so it's just a badge of honor. I would like to have that. And then if I could go to jail with him, I would love to. I would love to be his bunkmate. You know, I would like to be able to spend every moment with him. And yeah. Angie who? Yeah, no.
Okay, well then don't get mad if people don't believe you.
No, I'm not mad.
You're yelling and saying shut the fuck up.
That was a clip. Nigga, you think I'm really mad? Come on, bro.
You were mad, dude.
Come on, you know me. Anyhow, let's continue. Get him fresh.
Then you got you got Big Mo, the Haitian, just like, I don't know why he does this. Like, he's too liberal with the Don DeMarcos and like the W Freshes and all this stuff. Like, come on, man. What did he really do? What are your thoughts on the debate between Myron and Tariq Nasheed? I think that was something that I was excited to see. I know that Saint the Sinner, bringing his name up again, he wanted to host it. I believe he wanted to be like the neutral party. He wanted it hosted, I think, on his platform. Which, you know, we can understand why Saint the Sinner would want to host that, because you got two big names here. People would like to watch this, and then the eyeballs would be on Saint and Sinner's channel. That's like a win-win from him. But Myron, he kiboshed the whole thing. He was just like, no, I want to do it in our studio and all that stuff, because Myron, he has to have it his way, you know, on his grounds. And he wasn't going to pay Tariq Nasheed, because Tariq Nasheed had already, I think Tariq Nasheed did very well in the Twitter space. I think, you know, I think he did pretty well. But then he said, look, that first ass whooping was free. I'm not going to do this next one, you know, unless you guys pay me. And I remember Saint the Sinner, he did a video saying that, that he would fund the whole thing. He said, I will give the money to him. And then he said, that, yeah, I would, you know, and Myron would just owe me. That's fine. But I think Myron just had too much pride. He's like, no, I don't want to pay him anything. I want to do this, you know, on my platform. And if he wants to show up, he wants to show up. If he doesn't, then he's a chicken. You know, he's like, he's pussying out. And I was like, no, that's not it at all, man. It's like, this guy, he just doesn't want to waste his time and not be paid. So an employer can ask Fresh what he does, and bro will literally tell the employer to read the 48 Hours of Power and say, that's what I do. Yeah, read that book, and that will give you an idea of what I do. Now, you know what book you should read? Why Myron Deserves Fresh. And I should have said that, man, but I would have been like, yo, if you you know what, just read my book, man. That will give you all the answers you need. It's a very quick read. It's quicker read than Myron's book, actually. And yeah, it's all there. It's all there, double spaced and everything. Yeah, so 48 Laws of Power. Honestly, I think when Fresh said that, he was just trying to get rid of me, man. Like, he's just like, just go read a book. I'm like, bro, I read that book when I was like in 11th grade. I was like, yeah, man, that's I know you probably read that, you know, a lot later in life. But yeah, it's the thing about Fresh is that I honestly don't think he read it. I think he just listened to it on audiobook and in his car. And is the book actually out? Oh man, the book is I don't want to release it yet, man. That's the thing is, you'll get a lot of people with conflicting information. People are like, look, man, just drop it. I don't care if it isn't finished. And I'm like, I don't want to drop it yet, man. I think, I mean, the cover's done. The back is done. I put a foreword in there, so we're up to like 4 pages. I honestly haven't been working on it. You know, people tell me, they're like, yo, man, I think it's pretty sad that you're writing a book on Fresh. I'm like, no, I agree with you, man. That's why I'm not actually doing it. Like, what I got is what I got, but I'm not trying to like add anything to it because honestly, I don't even watch these guys anymore. But, you know, I just felt like I wanted to finally give you guys some content that has been brought up to me. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just do a live stream. I know it might be low effort, but you know, at least you guys can hear from me. It's been about 7 months since I dropped the call with them, and I don't think they're doing another call-in show, not anytime soon. So I think the only thing I can do is just, you know, probably put together my little thing on Myron, and then probably move on to another red pill creator that I wanted to talk about. But like I said, if the book does come out, it's going to be on released on Twitter, Instagram, all major platforms, and I probably will do a book reading on the channel. So too many people are asking for it. I believe John Anthony Lifestyle, not to name drop, but he messaged me. He says he wants to do a collab, and he wants me to debut the book on his debut it on his stream. And I was like, well, you know, if I have time, man. You guys got to remember, man, I work, man. I work in the real world. I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I got to work in the real world. And plus I got my wife and children to tend to, and yeah, having a book written about you and why you're not needed is insane. To add insult to injury, it's 4 pages long. If you're writing about me, at least cook me for hundreds of pages and in detail. You know, if I had an opportunity to just really go in on Fresh, I probably could, man. I mean, there's enough material there, but I try to, every time I think, oh, I could just add this to the book. Oh, I could just add this to the book. Like every little drama that he gets into, I'm like, well, this isn't really a good reason why Myron deserves Fresh, because, you know, Fresh is supposed to be, the purpose of the book is to really highlight why he is needed. But he just keeps giving me more and more reasons why he's not needed. So it's like, well, that can't go in the book. You know, but I think that's the ironic thing. I think I just need to keep adding all the stuff, and then by the time you're at the end of the book, and be like, you know, I guess he really isn't needed. But what I'm trying to explain to people is that the reason the book is taking a long time is because that is part of the joke. It's part of the joke to say that, yeah, it's taken me a long time to figure out what he does. It's not that I don't know what he does. I know he does very little. But that's why it's taken me a long time, you know? But, yeah, that's part of the joke. And then, you know, there's some people that are glazing Fresh. They're like, oh, that's just pathetic, you know? Like, why don't you get a life, man? Why don't you go touch grass and stuff? I'm like, hey, man, just so you know, I am touching grass. I'm out here, and I'm not even thinking about Fresh. You know, it's just, it was just a lightning in a bottle moment that I'm glad happened, because I echoed a lot of thoughts of what a lot of people had. So I'm glad I was at least able to get some of that off my chest. But Mig Thunder, man, I mean, if the book ever does drop, and you know, you want me to know a little bit about you, man, like I'll see if I can cook you, man. But people are like, I had a person, he messaged me on Instagram, and he was like, hey, man, would you mind looking at my channel and just kind of giving me like an honest critique? Like, just be as brutal as you want. And I was like, bro, I'm not like, this isn't what I do, man. Like, this is just like, I just did it to that one person. But you should collab with Eventual Warlord. Now, I've spoken with Eventual Warlord. We are actually in a Telegram group together. And honestly, man, he lives in Miami, and I think when I was talking to him, he was saying how he was gonna go and crash the whole yacht party thing that was going on. And I was like, dude, that'd be great, man, for you to actually see them in person. But then I was like, no, he's not going to do that because he likes to keep his identity, secret. But no, I spoke with him. I was like, yo, man, we should do like an episode together or just a podcast just where we're, we can rip in. I can bounce ideas off of you, whatever. Because, he's a very researched person, and he has his views, and a lot of the stuff that he said in his call, which was so great that he had a call, and then 4 hours later I came in for like 17 more minutes and just finished the job. It was that was great. But no, I've gotten a lot of props from Eventual Warlord on Reddit, and because we're really like the two guys on there that we get a lot of regard for. And he said, he was like, man, he's like, a lot of people give me a lot of credit. He's talking about himself. He's like, a lot of people, like, to the point where it's almost like kind of glazing. He's like, but you guys be sleeping on Camp, man. It's like, Camp's fucking witty as fuck. He's like, if I was half as patient and as calculated as Camp, I think the call would have went better. But he said he got too emotional. He started throwing insults at Fresh, and before you know, it was all over. I mean, he cooked him for a solid hour, and that was what I referenced to in my call. I was like, yo, you guys got cooked, man, for a solid hour. And then, I showed up and I was like, yo, 17 more minutes, man. 4 hours later, I was like, 17 more minutes, and I think I can finish this guy off. But no, it was cool, man. He's a cool guy. I know he's out living his life, and it's funny because he's a lot closer to Fresh and Fit than I am in terms of location. But honestly, man, he's kind of gone dark on Reddit, like, which, hey, man, you have a moment like that, there's really no need to wake up again and try to outdo yourself. That's kind of another reason why I didn't want to, I don't know, come back on and do something else with Fresh and Fit, because I was like, I don't want to be known as a hater. But dude, these guys are just like, they're so hateable. It's so hateable, man. Oh, what is this? He had a fifth critique about Mo that he was about to say, but Fresh made the whole thing about himself, unfortunately. I really wanted to hear what it was. Something about serenaded girls. I can tell you what that was, man, because that was actually exposed on Reddit. Big Mo, he was like he was like serenaded some 304 or whatever. A girl that basically friend zoned him. And they were never actually together, but he did this like little video blog where he was like, he was talking to her, but he wasn't talking in a loud like voice. He was whispering to her, like he didn't want Fresh and Myron to hear him, because he was like outside of the podcast room. But he was just like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you so much. And he started singing and all this. I was like, dude, this is really bad, man. It just goes to show you like the circle that Fresh and Fit have. Like the people that work there, they don't really take the lessons of the show. They're just beta males, man. All of them are and there's a lot of stuff that I want to say about just how phony Fresh and Fit are. But the whole Myron saga, the stuff that I'm putting together as far as my notes, because I still have my notes. I'm just holding out. I'm holding out for another call-in show. If they don't do one, that's fine. But I definitely I just want to be ready for that. Other than that, man, let's see. I think there's like 10 more seconds of this thing. Let's see how.
You think I'm bad at this shit? Anyhow. Okay, it took generations.
No one's clipping that, by the way.
Oh, we clipped it. Nothing gets past us, man. I think there's one more thing on my profile. Let me double check before we get out of here. I just wanted to do this really quick for you guys. I don't know. Are we at like an Oh, we're right at the hour. Perfect. I didn't want to do a long stream. I just wanted to do something real quick for you guys, give you guys something to listen to. I'm surprised he didn't cringe 10 pounds off just by saying that. Dude, he's been losing the same 30 pounds, man, for 3-4 years now. It's getting a little ridiculous, man. And oh, well, I do have something where it was Myron, actually. Myron was saying, what was it? He was saying something to Sneako about how Walter doesn't stick to whatever he's saying. He just, let me find it for you guys. Let's find it. I think I commented, I said, Walter is always catching strays or something. Here it is. Walter's always catching strays.
Yeah. Well, I don't lift all the time. I go on and off. I like this weight, but now I'm
decided.
about this
life, bro.
I like this weight.
You ain't about this life, man. You like Fresh, bro. You can't make fun of Fresh no more. You're literally just like him.
Okay.
You don't apply yourself consistently.
I'm not gonna roast.
You don't go hard enough. Like, you're just like him. I'm gonna go to the gym, go for like a month, then you take time off, do some faggotry.
No, I've been boxing.
That's how Myron truly feels. Like he'll defend Fresh to the end, man. But that was great. I thought that was amazing. I don't know. Have you guys seen Walter getting approached I think it was in Vegas by the girl listen to this. This is crazy.
Fresh? I watch your show all the time, Fresh. I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay. Oh my God. Fresh, Fresh, I love you, Fresh. Fresh, you're really a superstar. Fresh, no, I'm a woman, Fresh. Fresh, oh my God. Fresh, you're so hot in real life. You're so much more hot. Oh my God.
This is
Fresh,
embarrassing.
Would you fuck me, Fresh? Come on, Fresh, please. Would you put me on the roster, Fresh? Fresh. Come on, Fresh, please put me on the roster. Yeah, all right, Fresh. I'll see you later. Bye, Fresh.
That right there is embarrassing, guys. My goodness. And it was all on video. That was perfect. My comment to that was, he got no ass by Walter. Oh, that was good. No, it was, I mean, I think I want to say that's pretty much it, unless I see something else. Let me make sure, because I'm always finding stuff, man. Stuff that I clipped a while back, and it's good when I find stuff, and I was like, oh, I should have showed you guys this a while back. I guess a little I do want to talk about Saint in the Center. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let's watch this. It's okay, so this is a little bit crazy, so prepare you guys. This, I didn't make this, okay? But I think this is a good video to end off. It's a little musical number. But I don't know. I don't know if we have anybody that are assassins, any assassins in here? Any people that are part of the assassin cult? The Peace to the Saints crew? I don't know. If there is, somebody made a video and I found it very funny. So if you guys want to clip this and show it to what's his name again? Oh, Marquette Devon Burton. Here we go.
This man is out there impersonating other people's identity. He is an image consultant, which makes perfect sense because he's all image, smoke and mirrors, all appearance, no substance.
Talking about Kevin Samuels, but the way they edit this, they made it like he's talking about himself. Here it is.
Now, why is that important? Because in the age of the internet, people can pretend to be all kinds of things while being nothing.
Where is your substance? Where are your
This is good.
About what you have as a king. Can you show us anything? Bank statements, women, anything to show me that you are about that life.
You see that anger come out. It's not passion, it's pain and anger. And the reason you're in this weird relationship is because you are weak and you're taking scraps. You're taking what you can get. You're not taking what you want. And what I teach is open them legs up, you dig. You know, filling her up, you dig. And then I'll get down butt ass. Once I get butt ass.
Oh, God.
You know, getting that grind on. Getting that grind on, you know. Just getting her warmed up and you kissing her. You can't slow the flow. Don't slow the flow. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Like, help me understand that.
Sure.
You really know who I am. That's him. That's him.
Wow. Yeah, I just heard from the team here at Cox 69 channel. I just heard from the team on my headset that
I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.
I don't know if he realized what he just said. Yeah.
Get a little bit of
Come on, Gilbert, come on. I'm flaming, get it off me.
Oh God.
a little bit of backdoor action.
Meanwhile.
Yep.
I catch them hoes like Randy Moss, boy. One hand, you heard me? So I know what to do with them. I know how to deal with them.
You're lying to me.
Yes, this is when someone comes across as like the ultra alpha male, it always comes off pretty gay.
Claiming to be Randy Moss with these hoes, but it's more like Blaine Edwards with these boys.
I'd rather be around bodybuilders and boxers and fighters. I want to be around beauty and prosperity.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Yep.
And that's the nature of these liars. And that's why we need to put him in the dirt, because we cannot have him corrupting the youth. He says so many things that are in direct contradiction.
Couldn't agree more with that statement. That's why we're going to shed light on what Mr. Sass is all about.
Yeah, he's a booty warrior.
I like booty. How do you handle men and women trying to C-block in general? Truth be told, I don't think that's ever happened to me in my entire life. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Number one, if I might hit the gym, you might need to put a couple pounds on, man. People looking at you like a lightweight, apparently. But truth be told, if they use the language of, is he bothering you? My personality, I'm not recommending this to you, but my personality, I might, as soon as he said that, I might turn and say, no, I'm not bothering her, but I want to bother you, though. I want to bother you, though. And then I would have done something.
Dude, the imagery, the poor Photoshop is just, it's amazing, dude.
Something very grimy, like exceptionally disrespectful. Like I might have like grabbed his butt or something. I might grabbed a handful of his butt and mean mugged him while I did it. Just took all of his manhood. I might have just done something just outrageous.
Now, I don't know what would possess a person to be so masculine that they would want to take another man's manhood in order to put him down. I don't get that angle. That's a new one.
Because I don't really like how he's getting involved.
So he let you know that he's going to grab the booty.
Yeah, the time has come. Oh, you've been waiting. Oh, I've been waiting too. You dig? I had to wait till I got off vacation. I was gallivanting through Europe. You dig? Private jet style.
Gallivanting? That's the sort of thing you start to say once your dick gets chopped off.
Gallivanting. That's the word of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
It was 2007. I was just moving into a co-op at the University of California, Berkeley. There was only one other black guy in the whole building. Maybe like a month in, I get a knock on my door at 10 p.m. Open the door. Guess who it is? 6'4", gay black guy. I'm like, what is he doing here? What?
Yeah, I'd like to know what he's doing there, sir. That's quite the story set up.
He said at 10 p.m. he gets a knock on the door from a 6'4" gay black guy. Why in the world is a 6'4" gay black guy at your door at 10 p.m.?
It's a good question.
two men from different cultures learning to love one another and depend on each other's for strength.
Okay, so this is the musical number. If you guys haven't cringed enough, this is probably, what was it? We're at about 5 minutes, so it's gonna be, I think, about I think it's like 3 minutes, and then the rest of it's kind of like an outro. So yeah, I'm just trying to prep you guys. This is you guys want to, you know, subscribe to the channel and head out, I would completely understand. But for those of you that want to cringe a little bit harder with me, let's get through this one. Wait a minute. So, okay, we got Kevin Samuels in the top left corner. We got three dudes on the beach with Mr. Marquette. We got gazing into another man's eyes. Okay, and then we got another. Oh, this is Fletch. Okay, so you got him smiling and looking at the guy, but the guy's not looking at him. Then he's doing the whole little head bob thing with the wig, and two men holding each other's hands. Okay, Myron is 6'4" and considers himself black. Oh, there you go. There's the missing link. 6'4" black guy showing up. Yeah, because they're boys, right? Boys being boys. That's I think you might have just solved the mystery. Good job, man. Good eye, man. Good eye.
You can relate, having minutes come over while you get ready for the day. You to want to preach to all the young boys you want to teach how to be men. When you act like a beach, you reveal more about yourself with every speech. Flying on the world for your passion for fashion. Who did you imagine while you humped your bed sassing? Which is short for sassy assassin. You got ass on your mind, and did you come up with that as you laid and sat eating as you thought a man butt and the cannons? The male anatomy is your distraction. Inventor poet,
Yeah, whoever made this music video is this is crazy. This is like a crazy hit, man. Like, and when I say it's a hit, I mean it's like a hit piece. This is like a lot of effort went into this, and this is way beyond anything that I could ever do for anybody in terms of like Fresh or whatever. Like, everything I do is off the cuff. This is planned. This is like, what do they call this? This is premeditated right here. Man.
Is it cross-dressing? We saw you in a way. The evidence is out there. You can't relate. Having friends come over while you get ready for the Stop lying to yourself and just admit. Sometimes you don't do the hitting, but get hit. You're not into the beach, but that banana split at night when it doesn't fit the pillow bit. Next time, don't forget to hop to.
You gotta admit, man, the bars are crazy on this one. Oh, biting the pillow and all that stuff. Oh, this is wild.
And spit on that thing like a batter before the swing. The longer you lie, the more the sting. Be honest, be free about your love of the ding-a-ling.
Is that P. Diddy?
Inventor, poet, or counselor, what is your gig? Or is it cross-dressing? We saw you in a wig. The evidence is out there. You can't relate.
Sassy City.
Is that why you call yourself saint and sinner? You wanna be with a him and not a her. Bottle in your feelings, you're gonna crack like a fissure. Don't wanna fish but play with gear. Don't like soft breath, you got something stiffer. You need to come out, my boy, live your truth and enjoy your life before the lies deploys. You make will destroy and crush your joy. Cause you will be exposed for not being the real McCoy.
Now, whether Saint the Sinner is a scammer or not, if he did a $2,000 rug pull for Assassin coin, or if he really doesn't know what an NFT is, whatever is true out there, this right here, this video, this is a hit. Like, this is a hit piece. He's made a lot of enemies. And I'm pretty sure some of those enemies are the investors that invested in FletchApp and his other businesses that he had that he wasn't the head of, that you know, he appointed other people for. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of information out there. You got to sort through it. You gotta see what's true and what's not. And you know, I don't 100% trust Satan Sinner that he is who he says he is, but no one can deny that this video is pretty damning. Oh, I couldn't imagine having a hater like this, man. I really couldn't. But I'm just observing. This isn't like what this doesn't reflect the views of my channel. I just think it's. I got a chuckle out of it.
Inventor, poet, or counselor, what is your gig? Or is it cross-dressing? We saw you in a wig. The evidence is out there. You can't renege. Having men's come over while you get ready. You did.
We need to make a music video like that for Fresh, bro. I mean, apparently Fresh, that's how he came up. He said that he was a rising music star. At least that's what the article that he paid the person to write about him, that he was a 20 I think he was like 20 years old or 21-year-old rising music star. And that's how he was able to get all this like clout around Miami. Just, you know, just these false articles. I mean, could you imagine Fresh spitting bars? Like, he can't even talk, man. Like, could you imagine how many takes it would take for him just to get out, you know, 16 lines, dude? Like, nah, man. Who's got the time for that? Someone did make a music video for Fresh, though. Now that you brought it up, you just triggered a memory, and I don't know if you guys, I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning. Do you guys really want to? I mean, I could show it to you after this. Hawk Tua. Yes, I need to see this. All right, I'll bring it up. Yeah, I mean, this guy, Saint Sinner, man, he puts a lot of videos out. He's goes a lot of places. He gets a lot of donations, and he could be possibly the real deal, but there's a lot of damning evidence out there. So
do the right thing. Come on out the closet. Don't be afraid to be who you is. Black, white, or whatever.
Ain't that the truth, Ruth?
I always knew that I liked guys. You know, I never really liked females, you know, and I used to act like I liked the females because I was trying to withhold the image and shit like that. I didn't want nobody to judge me and stuff like that, but then I stopped giving them.
I mean, yeah, man. At a certain point, man, you just gotta stop caring about what other people think about you, man. No, that was the Saint Sinner song. But as far as let's see, the Fresh song, I think the Fresh song is a lot smaller. Yeah, CEO Network. No, that can't be it. Hold on. Single mom song. Where is it? You know what? It's on go here. I'm gonna scroll until I find it. I know that it's not it was somebody did Fresh. It's the P Diddy mugshot. Jesus. Oh, at first I looked at it, I was like, that doesn't look like P Diddy. And I was like, oh, these guys are getting better. They're getting better at their Photoshop. So good job, guys. Let me see if I can find it. It was like the other day, man. I'm gonna find it. It's not, you know. One thing about Fresh and Fit is that they do. Well, Myron says that he doesn't peruse this subreddit anymore, but
okay, so Myron,
he does. He does. Oh God, I wanted to bring this up too.
Beef. Okay.
So you know how like Myron always says that Adin Ross is a degenerate. I think that was the last thing he said. I think he said that on his podcast when he cooked out all of the women. I think that was like on like Fresh's birthday or something. Well, apparently Sneako and Adin Ross, they did like a stream together, and here's Myron. Okay, let's see how Myron acts when he's confronted with Adin Ross after saying all this trash about him.
Okay, so Myron, I wanted you guys to squash the beef. Okay, actually,
There's no beef.
I don't think Adin has beef. Myron keeps insisting that you guys have beef. Adin always speaks positively about you, like off stream.
Bro, I told you a bunch of times too, I don't have a problem with Adin. My only issue is, you know, I just think that he needs to stick to his word a little bit more. But other than that, bro, like that's, you know, we make mistakes. But that's really my only criticism is like, hey man, just stick to your word and that's it, bro. Because I'm a guy, like if I tell you I'm gonna do something, especially like if I work with you or whatever, I try to have that professional courtesy where even if I don't make it happen in Sneako, you've been my witness, like I will make it up tenfold pause if I do miss something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how that's pause, but
you know, because people are gay, so.
Okay, so the only thing I have to say about this is that, Myron, you didn't stand 10 toes down on how you felt about Adin. I mean, I think the thing that he was really mad about was he was supposed to do a show with him and Charleston White. And I believe Charleston White messaged Myron and said that he was stuck in Texas at the airport because of the weather or something, like his flight wasn't taken off or was canceled or something. So... And, you know, Adin Ross lives in Miami, and he called Adin. He's like, hey, are you still coming to the show? And Adin, I guess, got wind that Charleston wasn't going to show up. So he was like, yeah, no, I'm going to pass. And he basically said, like, I was only going to come if Charleston was going to come. And yeah, so, and, you know, I think legit, Myron was like, yo, that's fucked up, man. I mean, that's what he's referring to when he's like, yo, you just need to keep your word. But then, like, after that, he was just like, no, he went in and said that he's a degenerate. He said all this stuff, like, just really thrashing him. And then when he comes face to face, it's that whole Abba and Preach thing all over again, where Abba asks him, hey, you said I was blue pilled. What'd you mean by that? And then he just kind of, he's like, what did I say that? I don't really know. So yeah, it's this guy, he doesn't really stand in his convictions at all. He folds like a lot. Let's not lose track though. Let's keep going. What's who? You guys need it. This is Fresh as a Hitler. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Find it. I will find that video, don't worry. The music video. It's not a long one, of course it isn't, you know. Let's keep going.
So you guys broke.
Let's see. I would just search it, but I know that it's very recent. Again, this stuff is sent to me, and yeah, like I literally don't miss a thing. Let's see. Where is that? Okay, it's coming up. I know it's coming up. Castles.
Many negative.
Not that one.
Yeah, pussies, bro.
Official. Oh, here it
Now,
is.
that being said, though, think about this, right, guys? We're proving our point even more because now.
All right, are you guys ready? This is the music video. This is I guess the remix of the KSI. But yeah. Think about this. This is the hope you guys are ready, okay? Here we go.
Now, that being said, though, think about this, right, guys? We're proving our point even more because think about this. Like, think about this. Think about this, though. Some chats?
Don't wanna waste time. Credit score unsheet. Got these bitches on a leash. Networking made me a G. Now you gotta believe. 100K in 1 month.
I'm a nigga, bro. Of course I'm on it.
200K next time. All this shit is really mine.
Think about this. The woman is emotional. What is this? Even trained. Gets on gorillas. What room is that?
I value flexing my wrist, yeah. Ain't waste time on a bitch, yeah. I value flexing my neck. Gotta keep these hoes stay in check, yeah. Money always on my mind. Don't wanna waste time. Credit score unsheet. Got these bitches on a leash. Networking made me a G. Now you gotta believe. 100K in 1 month. They said it couldn't be done. 200K next time. All this shit is really mine.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows. I skated and they froze. I don't.
Okay, that's about it. I can't listen to that twice. That was awful. But I saw that randomly. I was like, why? I think that is it for that, guys. As far as all the stuff I wanted to show you, I don't think there's anything else that I always gotta check my page. My page is the stuff that has the funny stuff on there. So let me just make sure.
You a big strong man, you get his balls.
Oh yes.
He's a goner.
For those of you who haven't seen my Think About This video on my channel, this is it, but I went ahead and posted it to Reddit first. It's only 15 seconds because I can only deal with fresh and small doses. So this was the edit I did that was just like, hey, you know, I think I want to take them out of context as well. Here we go.
You a big strong man, you get his balls. He's a goner. I had sex with this guy, but now I regret. My ass hurts, maybe from a fist. I can be here, have fun, cuddle, and then just bounce. No, you can't. Niggas are horny. They're gonna do what they do. But would you call that grape? I don't know if I'll call that grape at all.
Okay, guys. So that's all I got. That was my one video where I took him out of context. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Once again,
oh,
especially Walter.
Hold on. This was John Anthony Lifestyle. So this is the guy. This is an excerpt of one of his videos where he actually animated my my phrase, and he actually talks about me a lot on his channel. It's kind of funny, but here we go.
Out of themselves once again, especially Walter, the guy who doesn't talk as much on the podcast.
And one of their haters said that Walter could be replaced with a mannequin and a trash bag and 4 soundboard buttons. Okay, that's how much he contributes to the podcast. His head looks like a dented volleyball. You can
out of themselves once.
Yeah, so he does that a lot. I don't know if you guys have seen his channel, but yeah. Oh, here you go. Here's a sneak preview of the foreword of the book, Why Myron Deserves Fresh. I went ahead and posted it to Reddit because Reddit, they get everything first. That's just how it is. So think about this. It's simple, right? Oops, I messed up. Yeah, it's simple, right? Let me center this. It's simple, right? Because look at it as a hot pocket. I'm going to read this in Fresh's voice if I can. A guy goes to his fridge or freezer, whatever, gets a hot pocket, puts it in the microwave, eats it. A girl is like, what should I eat today? Should I eat bananas, hot pocket, pizza, or Italian food? She says, you know what? After all day thinking, it's hard for me to impersonate Fresh. She says, you know what? After all day thinking what she wants to eat, she'll go hot pocket. But after the fact, she thought about it the whole day. So on some level, guys are ready to go right away. Girls got to think about it emotionally and say, okay, I'm making this choice because I feel like it's the best choice for me at this point. That's all I would say. And then, of course, you got to have Big Mo in the background. And yeah, that was the hot pocket analogy. I figured, you know, not a lot of people got to see this. And I'm glad, you know, we got some people in the chat that are familiar with the famous hot pocket analogy. I would say this is Fresh's version of the candy store analogy. But yeah, I figured, why not immortalize it and be one of the first pages you see right after the cover page and right after the table of contents. Just put something, a little teaser of what to expect for the rest of the book. Some people that will read this and be like, what the fuck did I just read? But this is the mind. We're going to be delving into the mind of Fresh. So that was that was a little taster for you. But yeah, so I guess that's all I got, man. I wanted to, I guess we'll see how this HeelMike Zherka rivalry with Fresh will turn out. I mean, I call them the Three Stooges for a good reason. I mean, they're all three of them are idiots. But wouldn't I like to see them in an episode slapping each other around and lighting each other's hair on fire and getting canceled? I would love to see it all. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to go get something to eat and I'm going to go to sleep. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I think, let me double check. Are we at 600 subscribers yet? Because I think I'm at 600 subscribers. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. That was exactly the goal, was to get to 600 subscribers. And I want to say, if we can just, thank you. Good night, man. If we can make it to 1,000 and I can start doing some live streams, again, some super chats, man, I think that would be amazing. So we'll see if you guys, I'll do some more content. It's tough, man, because the way my work schedule is, I have to do a video when everybody's sleeping, man, because that's how life gets sometimes. But yeah, you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.